What's up, everybody? So, tonight was pretty awesome. I went to a matinee for Top Gun, the new one, The Maverick. It was the second time I watched it, and I love this movie. It's so good. I think Tom Cruise is the greatest actor ever. And every movie he picks and makes is just so well crafted. And I'm really immersed, even if I don't think it's the best. No, they're kind of all awesome. At least if you know what they're supposed to be and you're just a realist, like they're great. He's the best, greatest actor ever. As soon as he's on, I'll talk about Tom Cruise another time. But moreover, I'm watching it and I'm like fully immersed. I'm just like, oh, this is the greatest thing. Scene to scene to scene. This is incredible. And then more, and just it keeps going. I'm still there. I'm not trying to get up. I'm not bored. And this is unlike me because normally I watch a lot of movies. I watch some of a movie every single day, but I always watch it in like increments, like eighth of a movie or like half, quarter, whatever, just a section of it at a time. And I'm like, yeah, I'll come back to that because I got my fill. I'm done. I'm good. Moving on to more important things. And then we have this Top Gun, and it's just so good. And I'm just like so immersed in it, so involved, and I care fully about everything about this movie and the characters, and the cinematography is so good. The color grading is gorgeous. The dialogue, the production, everything is spot on. Real life stuff, it's so good. Here's my life lesson. This is an epiphany because I want to back up to a problem that I've had. And generally speaking, when I create things, when I put things out there, I'm like, oh, this is going to be so good. This is so cool. And then I kind of film it. I'm like, oh, this is great. But there's always a point where my efforts kind of wane and I'm just not fully there. Even if I'm in the zone, I'm not talking about that. I'm like, it's a matter of like investment, because in my brain, whether I'm just insecure about something, but it's not, I'm just like, nobody gives a shit. Oh, the lighting setup, nobody cares. No, whatever. Oh, that's not important. Oh, it's like your personality. It's like I'm always like realizing that nobody gives a shit, right? Excuse me. And it's not condescending, it's because they don't. That's the whole thing. Nobody cares. And you're not going to care as much if nobody else cares. There's like ego people who are really, really good at caring for everybody else. But then I came up with this epiphany tonight watching Tom Cruise. I'm like, Jesus, he's so good. All of his work. And I look at Tom Cruise movies as Tom Cruise movies. Like, yes, there's a whole team, but those movies don't happen without him because he's the greatest actor in Hollywood. Fight me. All right. So this is the thing that happened. I was like watching, I just care fully. And I was like, I wish people would care. I would do this good of a job, or at least my level of, if people care that much. If only people want to invest in and were lined up at the door to watch, I would do such better work. I would invest, I'd put money into it, I'd get people, but nobody gives a shit, so I'm just gonna make this. So this is the thing, this is what I found out. So they don't care inherently. You have to make them care, or they won't, and neither will you. Now, for me, this blew my mind. This is like years and years as a creator fighting this uphill battle of nobody caring, because I thought they should inherently care, like they're interested in whatever. Let's say they're interested in vampires. I make a vampire movie, they're going to care. No. You have to make them care. You have to do a really good job on the cinematography. Great music, good concept, writing, actors, whatever it is. And that's just movies, but anything you do, it's not up to the people to inherently give a shit about whatever you create. You're the one. It's up to you. It's your duty to do so good and, pull the right strings and make them care, make them interested. You find out what people are interested in, you tweak, keep a certain amount of artistry, because you don't want to just be a puppet to what people think they like. you have to kind of make them like it. It's a little different. It's like more of a puppet master. And the better and the stronger you can be at understanding the world and people, then all of a sudden it just unlocks everything. Like for me, this understanding that it's my duty to make people care, it's just mind blowing for me. Like I've always just thought it's like people are stupid. Why they don't like it? Because they're dumb. Oh yeah, they don't have good taste. It's always their fault. It's always people's fault. They just don't get it. Or I like to spend a lot of time to make something that I think is wicked cool. Nobody cares. Like, well, yeah, because you didn't do anything about it. You didn't make them care. You didn't advertise it. You didn't promote it. You didn't whatever steps. I mean, yes, there's timing and then there's circumstance and people are different. Some people just don't care. But I can pretty much guarantee that there's always kind of some way to make somebody care. Like, and here's a lesson on a couple ways that you make people care. Generally speaking, people care because they want to fit in, or they're influenced by someone that they're inspired by, admire, or they kind of want to be similar to or have similar things. You know, that you can be inspired by somebody and care about somebody and not want to have anything to do with their life. Let's say like a jackass guy. Like, I don't want to go through that kind of crap, but I can be entertained by it. I care to a degree. It kind of goes into this back and forth. It's like a circular thing. If you feed into them, they feed to you, and so on. I'm still working it out. I literally just had the idea like 5 hours ago. But I'm telling you, I think this is a game-changing thought process about how to put like 110% into everything you do, because now you know that they're gonna care if you do a good job. So then you do the good job instead of, oh, they don't care, I won't do a good job. Oh, they care, now I'll do a good job. It's like the cart before the horse type of deal, like, but in the right way. Like, I could beat this line verbiage all night, but I think you get it. I hope you do. And if you do, let me know. And if you agree, disagree, I want to hear about it. All right. Cheers. Next time.